Now let's read the direction. The direction says, read the argument and answer the question that follows. So let's look at the question now. The question says, companies have been using the outsource model in order to lower production and service costs, consequently taking away jobs from their own countrymen. Market analysts observe that this trend is vexing many employees and customers. Hence, they urge companies to minimize their outsourcing. But to receive tax exemption from the government, companies must have set up at least 20 outsourcing units. So the argument is actually talking about the government favoring the outsourcing units. Now, what does the question ask us? The question asks us, assuming that the above argument is true. Now you must pay attention to these lines. Assuming that the above argument is true, identify which of the following conclusions is supported by the argument. So the examiner has given you 5 conclusions, and out of those 5 conclusions you have to find the one which is supported by the argument. Now if I look at the first option, it says companies are unable to realize that many of their employees also form a part of their loyal customer base. This in no way affects the arguments, hence it can be negated. Let's look at 2. The government is eventually thinking about the benefit of people and is justified in giving tax exemption to companies that use the outsource model. Now here the lines or the words which trouble are benefit of the people. It actually goes against the argument, because when the government is coaxing the companies to go on an outsourced model, it's not talking about the benefit of the people, because so many people would lose their jobs. Therefore option 2 is also negated. Now let's look at the third one. It says minimizing costs is the key to running a successful business, which is what most people fail to see. Now this is a very generic argument, and it anyways does not apply to the specifics of this argument, hence it can be negated. Let's look at the fourth one. The tax exemption rules of the government work against its own people by causing companies to set outsource units. Yes, the government is giving tax exemptions to only those companies which are getting into the outsource model, and as a result of which it is cutting down on the domestic workforce. Therefore this option actually goes in favor of the argument. Now if I look at the fifth one, businesses are all about making profits, eventually they cause vexation to someone or the other. Again, it's like a prophesizing statement, so it can be negated. So on the basis of the argument which was given to us, we come to option number 4. Please remember that in such questions you always have to go by the process of elimination. Thank you.